Hi, I'm Peter Lloyd, welcome to the small shed. This week I'm going to be starting to put the ducting into the shed for the dust extract system, and that's coming up next. Well, at long last it's time to start actually putting the ducting into the shed. It's been a long time coming. It's taken a few months to just think about it and hopefully get it right, but I think I've left enough flexibility in the system so that any changes that I need to make can be made reasonably easily and without any great cost. Talking of cost, I think I'd set myself a £250 budget for the whole build, which is probably may seem a bit unrealistic, but it's just a matter of keeping an eye on eBay and things like that and looking for stuff over a period of weeks. You sometimes find the things appear. I'm using a 204 by 60mm ducting for the main service duct itself. I picked these up for £5 a length. I had to drive about 15 miles to go and pick them up. I needed 4 lengths. I've actually bought 5 just in case. It gives me a chance to put some bite on one side if I need to extend things or alter things at all. But that just shows that the bargains are out there to be had. I've spent £25 on the actual ducting itself, so that's good. Even better was the fact that I admittedly again had to drive probably 30 or 40 miles to go and pick them up. But I picked up some junctions. These were £5 for a box of 9. So again, it's very cheap. These are the ones I'll be using to put the intersections into the system. Hopefully fit on there okay. They're a bit tight, but they work. Those will be the junctions for the verticals. So I picked up a box of those. The outlets I'm putting are going to be a 4-inch pipe plugged into the wall, and this again fits onto the end of the ducting. And these came from the same place, and again it was somebody that wanted to get rid of them. 9 for £5. I've actually bought 2 boxes of those. I didn't really in the shed itself need 18 of these junctions, but at the time I was playing with an idea for a blast gate made out of pieces of one of those to do that sort of thing as a blast gate. That has actually subsequently been thrown away as an idea, but it's cost me £5. That's not the end of the world. So that's put the bill up to £25 for the ducting, £15 for the junctions that I've got there, £40. I have subsequently, and I've got to sort out the costs for them, purchased some angles to go around the corners that are like that. A bit sharper than I would have liked, because that in itself is quite a slowing down of the airflow, but there's one of those in each corner of the room, and some brackets to hold them. The brackets are again not very expensive. Those I've gone through a normal source. I'll dig out the costs and add it all in, but I still think I'm getting within about £50 for the ducting itself. So that's a pretty good start. What I'm going to do now is to mock it up, measure up all the areas that I've got, and see how much ducting is needed, where the verticals come and cut all the pieces. And I'm going to take it over to my local mending sheds, purely and simply because there's a nice big flat area there that I can actually lay the thing out, mock it up, measure it up, make sure it's right, and then bring it back and install it. So that's going to be coming up now. And because of the way the ducting has been designed, it's got to actually go in on this back wall first, because it's basically a U shape, and you can't, if you've got the two sides in, you can't put the back part in without causing a lot of disruption to make it fit. So I've got to start on this wall. I've got all the pieces prefabricated. It's just a matter, hopefully, of putting them into brackets and dropping them on this wall. There will be one outlet about 900 high, which will suit the Triton workstation. Be a bend on each end to take me up the sides, and there's going to be one duct outlet down at the bottom, which is where the dust extractor will attach. And I'm not quite sure yet, I haven't finished all the design on the dust extraction, so I'm not sure how big that will have to be, but because it's slot together it shouldn't be a problem. I'm just loose fitting it at the moment. It's going into brackets, it will be able to clip it out, but I'm not doing any sealing up of the joints or anything yet, which will be something that will be needed later on to make sure that the airflow is maximised. So the first thing to do is to establish where the wall studs are in order to fix the brackets. Fortunately, because I'm so bad at dry lining, it's fairly obvious from the tape. You can see from the tape joints that whereabouts they are. So I could establish them by measurement, but they stick out like a sore thumb. There's one down there. And I'll just put a couple of brackets on there. 650 less than this, it's about there. Coincides with the tape. That's it. I mean, it's really solid, it's not going anywhere, so it will be quite easy to take that in and out as required. And the outlet will go on there for the Triton workstation. These joints will need sealing. You can actually see there is a gap all the way down there that will need to be sealed later on. And then this one is the unknown. It's the it's where the dust extractor will connect to the system. So that may need to be a longer, taller piece to come up higher. I just don't know at the moment, but there's enough spare trunking left to be able to do that. Having got that end on now, I can then bring that out, put brackets along that wall and the other wall and finish off those installations, and it's all going together reasonably quickly. This outlet is probably, it will be used on any trolley mounted, items like the Triton sanders, things like that. But principally I put one by the door so that I could connect the shop vacuum to it. It. So that now Well, that's got the ducting installed pretty much in its first idea anyway. I haven't sealed any of the joints up yet, and I haven't put any of the earthing wire in yet. I don't consider the earthing to be that essential anyway, but I shall be putting it in just to discharge static. And I shall leave the joints at the moment until I've actually made sure that the thing is working and is quite how I want the shop to behave. So there'll be some leakage around joints, and I may even just put a bit of tape around them just to temporarily seal it anyway. But that's all of the main ductwork in, and hopefully next week I can move on to the vacuum. If you want to watch the videos, please press like and subscribe, and you'll get notified when the new ones are coming out. Thanks to all the people that have subscribed so far, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye.